All right. Welcome into another Young Guns podcast. Here, I am your co-host KB, and I got two next to me here.
It's next to you, yeah.
The hub, my left, no, my right, your left. I don't know. Anyway, the hub here for another edition of the Young Guns podcast. We have some breaking news coming from the Giants and actually in the NFL world right now. We'll start off with that.
Let's start off with the one that literally broke a minute before we went
Yes,
live. Go ahead with that.
just a minute ago, quite literally, the
If
Tampa
you're on
Bay-
Twitter, you could share your screen so they could see.
I'm not on Twitter right now. I got it on my app here. But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have picked up Leonard Fournette, and this just adds to the Bucs. And I know Fournette has some injury issues, but man, this is such a great move. And I predicted this. I was gonna. Oh man, I was at my job as soon as the Jacksonville Jaguars released Fournette. I have Tampa Bay fans. I'm in the Tampa area. I was telling my coworkers, hey, Fournette to the Bucs does not sound bad whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bucs picked him up. He stays in Florida. It was either that or the Miami Dolphins. I thought were very, very good pickup. A good pickup for Leonard Fournette to go to those teams. So quickly, what are your thoughts about Leonard Fournette going to the Bucs?
Well, first off, shout out to everybody in chat. We got a good amount of people in here that came in real quick on short notice. Thank you for everybody being in here. My real quick thoughts on Fournette to the Bucs. I'm be honest with you, it's not like I did not spend any time really thinking about where Leonard Fournette could go or anything like that. But damn, the Bucs just make sense now that it's happened, right? He said he wants to go to a team where he could still be a feature back, where he could still be the number one. And the Bucs are one like what? 5 teams in the league, probably less, that were still looking for a number one back. The other one, like you said, was Miami. To be honest, who else comes to mind? I don't know. Chicago probably got their running game down. It's like there's not that many teams looking for it, and it makes sense. Brady is going to love a running game. He's always loved his running game. And Fournette, to the Bucs, injury-wise, I don't think he's really going to be at much risk because he's going to have good depth there now. Beforehand, the Bucs starting running backs were always good depth running backs. Now they're actually going to be placed in a role where they could be that. So I actually think it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I really love the move. The Bucs, that's pretty much the only thing they needed on their team. They're working on the offensive line. It's not the best, but their offensive line is being worked on. They still have Donovan Smith there at left tackle, right tackle. They're putting Tristan Wirfs there. Still got, Ali Marpet and I think that Jensen kid or whatever his name is. But their running back core was very deep, but didn't really have a number one guy. LaShawn McCoy is their new addition there before Fournette. They drafted a running back in the 3rd round who I don't even know his name because he was so irrelevant. And they still have Ronald Jones, another USC player. So you guys know how I feel about USC players. They're not good. So, of course, they have to go draft out or get another running back. And Fournette is just a good idea.
And by the way, Fournette himself just posted on his Twitter account, I'm looking at it, a shopped picture of him in a Bucs uniform with a pretty cool pirate background. It looks sick. I'll be honest with you. So it's confirmed from him too, not just from reporters.
Awesome news coming from the NFL world, and things are starting to ramp up here.
Right? As the season gets closer, it's like, where are all these moves coming from?
It's crazy because these moves are getting just as interesting as the beginning of free agency.
Yeah.
Things are just ramping up. The NFL season is that much closer.
And it's going to get more crazy because training camp is almost over. And once training camp is over, Jadeveon Clowney is going to be signed because this man hates training. I was thinking the other day, that's very true. It's too late. Why is he being signed? And I remember last year, he publicly said, he made it known that he does not want to participate in training camp. He's one of those football players where it's like, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'm like, you're a football player. You should be participating in this. But he does not like it. So I'm like, he's not going to get signed until after it because he wasn't traded last year until after training camp either. So it's about to ramp up there because as soon as Clowney signs Everson Griffin. No, is Everson Griffin already signed? Am I tripping?
Yeah, he's with the Cowboys.
He's with the Cowboys. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I think that man signed. I bet. But Clowney's about to sign. Whoever else is still in the free agent market, I think is going to fall right after. I don't really expect any more trades, though.
Yeah, well, as far as big trades, probably not. Oh, you talking about from the Giants or just in general?
Just in general.
Oh, I mean, some small trades could probably happen, similar to what we've seen right now with Isaac Yiadom. So, yeah, possibly that. I forgot to turn on my damn light, so I'm using my computer light, but it's all right. But yeah, let's move on now to the Giants breaking news just an hour ago, as it's blowing up everywhere, especially on my YouTube channel. I don't think Yiadom is that special though, but I appreciate the love, guys. But Isaac Yiadom traded to the New York Giants for a 7th round selection in the 2021 draft. A lot of people, most of the comments are, say that they don't even know who this guy is, and you said the same thing, Hubby. You don't really know who he is, and
I don't know who he is. Nah.
I know of him. If you guys go back in my past live streams, if I live stream a Denver Broncos game or something like that, which I think I have once or twice, I mentioned Isaac Yiadom, how bad he was, how much he was getting. I actually think I was going to name my Terrence Mitchell Award after him at one point, but yeah, Isaac.
We got a super chat from Wolves.
What's going on, Wolves? What's going on?
You should put that up on the screen.
That's I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to here. But Wolves with this $2 super chat. Thank you so much, man. KB feet picks. That's awesome.
That's awesome. Oh, okay.
That's awesome. That's an awesome comment.
You heard it here first. KB
it's not gonna happen.
KB has awesome. A Patreon, bro. You heard it here first.
No, Patreon. What? OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah, this man. That's what you get when you join the membership on Kid Blues channel.
Yeah, that's right. I'm hearing a little bit of echo. I think it might be on your end. I'm hearing a little bit of echo.
I'm not sure how the echo will come through. Everything's plugged in here. Did anything change just now?
You have your speakers on?
No, sir. I don't even have speakers attached to the computer.
I don't even know why. I don't even know where the echo's coming from.
Yeah, literally the only thing that emits sound is I just have the headphone jack. I don't really have speakers.
Gotcha. So I want to give a quick shout out to Nerding Out Sports, Anthony C, and now you're gonna try to pronounce that. Nash, now you're gonna try to pronounce that. Wolves and Luan.
Yeah, we could definitely. This chat has been moving surprisingly. Once again, thank you all for tuning in. So. I mean, you want to talk a little bit more about this Isaac Yiadom? I mean, you basically covered. I have no idea who this dude is. Just my quick 2 cents. I literally, in my video, I just read off of the Giants article. I kept it real with y'all. I'm like, I don't know who he is, but for some reason, there's a nagging feeling that tells me he's probably going to be starting. Because, I mean, even though it's a 7th round pick, which nobody's going to miss. No team is ever going to miss a 7th round pick when they trade it away. You don't just trade for somebody out of nowhere and not expect them to make some type of impact, right? So I don't think the Giants, especially at this point in the offseason where it was no trades basically happened since the DeAndre Hopkins trade might have been the last trade in the offseason. So, I mean, yeah, he's going to make some sort of impact.
Yeah, if you guys remember, the Ross Cockrell trade, nobody had thought anything of that. And what was that, like a 7th round pick, something like that? Nobody really I know it was Jerry Reese, but same thing. These corners get traded, for late round picks, and they wound up being somewhat productive. Ross Cockrell actually started a couple of games for us and had 3 interceptions, his season high with the New York Giants. And if you guys really want to know what to expect from Isaac Yiadom, just think Eli Apple. And I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing. I mean,
Eli Apple, as much as I hate to admit it, was better than DeAndre Baker.
Yeah, I was just about to say, let's keep it real. Yeah. Eli Apple was way better than DeAndre Baker, especially in their rookie
Can we just take a second? How sad that is. Baker, somebody we traded up for. Apple is obviously another 1st round pick, but he was not worth the 1st rounder. But he was still better than Baker in Baker's time here. Jesus,
that's crazy. Baker was not good at all. And Eli Apple is a solid cornerback. And what I mean by Yiadom being like Eli Apple, he does a lot. He does some good and he does a lot of bad, but he doesn't do enough terrible plays to really get benched. He is a serviceable guy, I guess is the lack of a better term there. He's a serviceable corner that is going to nag his way and get to the starting role, but he's not bad enough to replace. So if you ask me right now,
because who's his direct competition, right?
I know Corey Ballentine, Brandon Williams.
Exactly.
These guys aren't, as much as I love Corey Ballentine, as much as I think this guy's a sleeper, I think Yiadom is better than Corey Ballentine right off the bat.
Because you know what? I think Logan Ryan, as much as I want to believe he's going to be used all over the place, I don't think so unless it gets truly desperate, like maybe injuries or something, because he does have the ability to do that. But I think for the most part, Ryan is going to be sitting back at that free safety spot, and maybe Graham still has the chance to run his trio up there, and this time it would be Ryan, Ryan, Love, and Peppers. And maybe when McKinney comes back, that's when Ryan slides down into the outside spot. Maybe that's when he comes down and Yiadom takes the back seat. Ryan is going to beat her outside. Like, that's not what he's known for, but he can do that maybe later on in the season.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with Logan Ryan. I personally
Edward Chan just said he wants to play free safety. I mean, that's what I think he's going to do.
Yeah, he does want to play safety. He came out that he said he wanted to play safety, so he will. I imagine him being used like Tyrann Mathieu is used. A guy that you can throw out everywhere. Tyrann Mathieu, they call him the Honey Badger for a reason. He's very versatile. He plays in the slot, strong, free. I imagine Logan Ryan pretty much taking up that role, but except not the strong position as Jabril Peppers holds that down. But expect to see Logan Ryan in the slot. Come down as a safety. Start off at safety, then come down in the slot. Before the snap. I expect to see a lot of that, and also expect to see Logan Ryan blitzing a lot. This guy is a very, very good blitzer off the edge. In corner blitzes and safety blitzes. He has 11 sacks in his career, and the Tennessee Titans like to use him at that, and the New England Patriots. So expect Logan Ryan to make some plays, sacking the quarterback.
Yeah,
and blitzing.
His numbers last year, cornerback numbers wise, when it came to quarterback hits and whatnot, were like first in the league when it came, cornerback number wise. So it was pretty amazing the stuff he did last year, and he was, for the most part, last year was kind of under the radar when it came to that. John Doe says, so a 7th rounder for a slightly below average starter. Kiblu would have more to say on maybe describing him as slightly below average, whether he's better or lower than that. But either way, a 7th rounder for a player that's probably going to start, I think that's a win.
Yeah, I think no matter how you look at this, it's a win for the Giants. I mean,
KB, what you mean no matter how you look at this? But there's gonna be Gettleman haters.
But no matter how you look at this, you shouldn't think that this is a loss in any sort of way. This is definitely a win. Trading a 7th round pick for a guy that's most likely going to start for you. Yes. Will he be a headache sometimes? Yes.
Yeah.
He's not fantastic, and nobody's saying that. Nobody's jumping off the roof and say, "Oh my God, we got a gem," for a 7th round pick. He's a guy that's serviceable. He's going to be better than a BW Webb. He's going to be better than I don't know, any other second corners. Antonio Hamilton, right? These guys, these terrible corners. We don't want these guys starting. You don't want Kavai Russell starting. You don't want Brennan Russell starting. Okay.
And you know what's crazy, by the way, that literally just popped into my head. I haven't seen anybody talk about it. I know I did watch your video, but obviously everybody's videos were short because of, it's a reactionary thing. Maybe it popped into your head while we're talking about this, but I just realized this isn't a 1-year rental. We traded for him. He's still on his rookie contract. He very well may end up being a cornerback that's with the Giants for a while. That literally just popped into my head. It's not like he's Logan Ryan, who's on a 1-year deal. It's not like he's like a Russell, who's on a 1-year deal. He's basically one of those guys like a Valentine now, and we should treat him as such, maybe as a young guy to develop, because that's what he is. He's a replacement for Sam Beal, bro. He's what Sam Beal should have been. He's a 2018 pick came in, and he's still on the same contract that Sam Beal is, but he's going to actually produce. So, I mean, this is a guy that I'm considering as one of the young dudes in the Giants locker room now that I, like, for some reason just clicked into my head. He might be here for a while.
So, yeah, that's actually a really good point you made there with the Sam Beal. A lot of people would love Sam Beal, and a lot of people thought that he was a potential 1st-round pick, 2nd-round pick guy. Of course, we got him in the supplemental draft for a 3rd-round pick, and this is pretty much that with Isaac Yiadom, except we only spent a 7th round pick for him. And I love what you said there, because a lot of people wanted Sam Beal to start this year. Well, we have a guy like Sam Beal, probably going to put up the same production as Sam Beal is, no better or no worse, and he'll actually be on the field. From what I see, he doesn't really get hurt that often. So he's a really hard worker.
Knock on wood with that, bro. Like everybody's been getting injuries. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully that he stays healthy, but for the most part, he has been. And so he'll actually be able to stay on the field. So I like that. Way better option than Sam Beal. And I love what you said there that, he's still on a rookie contract. I didn't even think about that. This is not a 1-year deal with Yiadom. If he actually plays somewhat well, we could keep him around. And if somebody beats him out for the starting role, then somebody beats him out.
I'm going to keep it real with you, right? Even if he gets beats out for the starting role, it's not like the Giants would have much incentive to cut him, because he's still on his rookie deal. He'll be good depth. I mean, he's still probably Like, who's going to beat him out? Let's say, for example, I don't know, somehow, some way, Corey Ballantyne just comes out of nowhere and beats him out for the starting job. All right, then. He's going to be a pretty good backup to Ballantyne. We'll cut somebody like a Grant Haley, as much as I hate it, because I would have loved for Grant Haley to succeed and whatnot. But he's going to be here no matter what, I think, for however long his rookie contract lasts. What is it, like 1 more year or 2 more years?
2 more years. Well, no, actually, after 2 more years, including this year. So this year and then next year. Edward Chan, good comment here. We were just talking about Ballantyne. You just mentioned him. That dude we traded for is better than Ballantyne. We were saying that, he's going to be better than Ballantyne. He adds good depth, and he's potentially going to be the starter of the depth, right? So he's potentially going to be a starting corner for us, and that's exactly what I thought when we traded for him. I said, this guy's going to be our starting outside corner, because listen, he started 8 games last year when probably not expected to. The Broncos now have a decent cornerback depth in there. I believe they drafted a corner. They have AJ Bouye over there, so I believe they're good at corner. They wanted to get rid of Yiadom, so this is a good way to do that. And hey, one person's trash is another man's treasure. He's still going to fill in a role for us. I keep talking about this, but Ross Cockrell, listen, the Steelers just threw away Ross Cockrell. We picked him up, and he wound up playing a really good 1 year for us. I really wish we could have, kept him, but the Giants didn't at the time. But yeah, another comment here saying, include Haley in that conversation.
I did kind of throw him in last minute. Yeah,
he threw that in there. I always forget about Grant Haley, because he doesn't make. Last year he actually made a lot of noise, which is why he won that slot corner role.
Here's the thing, though. Right? I feel like even if he doesn't make noise, we shouldn't be particularly upset. The dude's an undrafted free agent. He's already surpassed all of his own and everybody's expectations from him being an undrafted free agent.
Right. And as a guy that pays attention to Penn State, I liked Grant Haley coming out. I actually thought he would make the roster. And actually, I thought he would be better than he was. But, I still have my expectations low. But, he's still, an undrafted free agent at the end of the day. Grant Haley is really on the roster bubble now. We signed 4 defensive backs in the past week. That's insane. So I just want to go off on a tangent.
Shout out to Dave Gettleman, by the way. And real quick, I just want to say, I know you live in Florida. I just want to say real quick, because Ligman brought it up, the Miami Heat are about to go up 2-0 against the Bucs. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Jimmy Butler only scored 10 points in this game, and the Heat are about to beat the Bucs. Last game he scored 40 points. This game he only scores 10, and they're still beating them. That's like game 1 with the Raptors and the Celtics. Jason Tatum got off to a slow start, and they were still smoking the Raptors. Exactly, bro. There's literally 5 seconds left in the game, and it's 113-111. The leading scorer for the Heat is Goran Dragic with 23. Giannis did his thing. He's 29-14, but he's never gonna live this down, and he should never live this down. You, as a a top 5 player defending MVP, you should be beating the Heat at least once, man. 2-0.
Yeah, I don't think they'll sweep them. They're not gonna sweep them.
Yeah, they're not gonna sweep, but that's crazy. Yeah, as your tangent was gonna go.
Oh yeah, I was gonna go off on a tangent here about Dave Gettleman.
Oh yeah, shout out to Davey G, bro.
I think now you guys should actually appreciate Dave Gettleman. I know a guy like Dylan Renner, he hates Dave Gettleman. I think he's softened up to Dave Gettleman now. But you guys should really appreciate Dave Gettleman. I'm not gonna sit here and wave my pom-poms out for him, but he's actually had a really good offseason. Yes, there was probably stuff I don't agree with, but what GM are you gonna agree with 100% on things? He knew what was going to happen before it happened. He drafted 3 inside linebackers last year, and lo and behold, we needed them.
That's actually crazy when you think about it. The amount of corners we had this offseason in both free agency and the draft, and then the amount of linebackers. Jesus Christ.
Right.
It's like this man is like, he's looking into the crystal ball. He's like, so this is what's going to happen. All right, let me take these guys.
Right, he's doing such a fantastic job right now, and it caught us all by surprise when we drafted Darnay Holmes. Lo and behold, we actually needed him, and we're actually very excited for Darnay Holmes. I mean, he's doing a really good job, especially in free agency this year. To not like Jerry Reese. Jerry Reese would just neglect a position that we needed so much, whether that be the linebacker position, whether it be the offensive line, what have you, right? In this situation, it was the defensive back position that's probably been the biggest heart-dropping thought, going into this season. Oh damn, our defensive backs are so thin. These guys are not ready. Dave Gettleman, yes, we don't have much time left, but Dave Gettleman is rushing to get this thing done. He signed Logan Ryan, $7.5 million for a 1-year deal. Beautiful move.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I've seen people criticize him on why he took so long. I'm like, what? And my response is, what do you mean why he took so long? The dude was waiting for the price to drop, and the price dropped from 14 million to 7.5 million. Right. I don't think people realize that. It's like they either just, didn't take like extra 2 seconds to think about why we waited for Logan. Like Logan Ryan even changed his agents, so he wanted to come here, by the way, which is something I love.
He wanted to come back home.
Exactly. I will always love any player that actually wants to come to the Giants. That's why I like Golden Tate so much. Golden Tate wanted to come here, and he was so happy when he got here. He was a Giants fan growing up. Like any player that wants to come here, I automatically like them a lot. Logan Ryan wants to come here, and Dave Gettleman waited it out until his price would drop. Right. It was risky, but it worked out.
Yeah, and listen, that Dave Gettleman knows what he's doing, man. He knows business. He knows what he's doing. Quickly, before we continue, guys, make sure you guys hit that like button for us.
Yes,
helps the stream out a lot. Helps the algorithm, and helps get this stream out to a lot of more people.
And also, quickly before you go on, you better highlight Jaden Dawkins' comment before they start calling you Dallas Kid.
Oh God, yeah, I saw that comment earlier. I'm not gonna scroll up to go get that. But there's one I wanted to mention here. Edward Chan saying some people don't like this because they want Prince. We were just talking about this off stream, and you mentioned this and something I didn't think about when I made my video. Prince Amukamara, for those of you guys that don't know, got released by the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders seem to not like Giants corners, as they did the same thing to Eli Apple before the season started last year.
What are the chances that we would have signed Eli Apple, bro? Can you imagine?
I know.
Can you imagine?
I would not want that at all. But the Raiders did release Prince Amukamara, and he's still a really good, serviceable starter. I mean, Chicago, when he was with the Chicago Bears, he had a good career. Jacksonville Jaguars, really good career. I mean, he was starting at all times. He wasn't a liability. Prince Amukamara has been one of the most consistent corners in the NFL. Has he been top notch? No, but he's been above average. So
I love that you brought up that he's been consistent, because his catch percentage toward him has basically remained the same over his entire career, around 61, 62%. And that's what it was last year. People do argue that he's fallen off or, he's washed or something. I don't think so. I just think that they don't like some people, Giants fans in particular, for some reason have the idea that Prince was at one point like a top 5, top 10 corner. He was never that. He was always an average starter, which is why we never extended him past his rookie deal, because he wasn't worth extending past the rookie deal. He was just an average corner. But and that's what he is too.
He was a Washington Redskins killer, and that's what everybody knows Prince Amukamara for killing the Washington Redskins. I mean, every year he would have an interception.
I would always, man, listen, if he comes back, if he comes back and picks off Haskins, by the way, and I retweeted this when Washington tweeted out our starter for week 1, and they tweeted a picture of Dwayne Haskins. I'm like, the fact that you had to announce this is telling of how trash this man is.
Right.
Like, did the Giants announce, the starter for week 1 is going to be Daniel? No. When you have a franchise QB, you don't need to announce it. You just know. The fact that Washington had to do that, bro, I'm surprised a lot of people didn't retweet with the same caption or comment the same thing. Everybody was like, yeah, that's my quarterback, all the Washington fans. I'm like, this is a bad thing that they have to announce it. He doesn't have real competition. I've been joking about Alex Smith, but Alex Smith might be clear for football, but his leg is still recovering, all right? So that's all. I just want to say that real quick because I saw that on Twitter today.
That's a really good point there. Nerding Out Sports with a really good comment here that I was just reading. Jerry Reese drafted Eli Apple at number 10 after giving big deals to Jenkins and DRC, and while forgetting about the offensive line. Gettleman has fixed both in one
I won't say fixed yet, but he's taken so many good steps. I want to believe it's fixed, especially on the O-line. Me and Kid Blue, big fans of that. Yeah. I want to believe it's fixed. Until it happens, I'm not going to say it, but man is running in the right direction, bro.
I want to say that the offensive line is about 80% fixed. We still have to see what's going on with that right tackle position, and if Andrew Thomas adjusts to the NFL, with no preseason games and really enough time to practice. And the center position is still a little bit of a question mark, even though we like Nick Gates there. And then with the defensive backs and the cornerbacks, I'd say we took a little bit of steps back, and that's not really our fault. DeAndre Baker wasn't who we expected him to be, but Darnay Holmes, James Bradbury, really good steps toward in the right direction, trying to build up that NYPD again. So, hopefully we're able to do that. But I'd say that the cornerbacks are about like 75%. Like 75% there.
And it just makes you so excited, bro. Because Kwachi, if you could highlight his comment, it's like right above Nerding Out Sports. He says, imagine what we can do in 2021. One more free agency, plus draft, plus development with this coaching staff, with an actual offseason. I ain't gonna lie, it gets me super excited. And it even gets me excited for this season. As much as I still want to say, yo, listen, bro, we're gonna be like a 7-9 team. With what happening with the Eagles, I'm like, yo, can we make a push for the second spot in the NFC East? I don't want to get overconfident. But with what's happening with the Eagles and how the Giants are going right now, I'm like, man, it's running through my mind, bro.
Well, I definitely think it's a possibility. And, I still think we're probably going to end up third, but still have the same record possibly as the Philadelphia Eagles. I have us both going.
Can you imagine? We've been saying it for months. The Eagles got no depth, and now basically their entire wide receiving core is gone. Half of their offensive line is gone. We all know they got no defensive depth and they got no linebackers. It's crazy.
Right. The only reason why I would have the Eagles ahead of us with the same record is the division record. I still think the Eagles are probably going to split with us. Maybe they get swept by the Cowboys, maybe not. And I think they're going to sweep the Redskins as well. So, I mean, as far as the Eagles go, they might even sweep us again. Who knows? They just have that on us. So, I think we'll have the same record. We just have to beat them in a division race to get to second place. And then I kind of want to segue from there and talk about playoff chances. As you may know that Good Morning Football had a whole segment.
I actually saw it from your channel. I didn't know Good Morning Football had it until I looked at your video. Continue. Because I didn't look at the Good Morning Football segment or anything like that. I was just like, I didn't know that mainstream media still actually talks about the Giants because it's been a while.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now, Good Morning Football loves the Giants. For what reason? I don't know.
It's because they're actually filmed in NYC, I think. That's why.
Yeah, it is filmed in NYC. That's a good point. But they have higher expectations for the Giants than I do. I mean,
did they say they're making the playoffs, or did they give a record with it also?
Peter Schrager, months ago, before the draft, was saying that the Giants can make the playoffs. And then Nate Burleson comes out a little bit more recently and says the Giants are going to win the division.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that because Nate Burleson is usually a hater. I'm surprised by that. Right.
Yeah. And a couple years ago, he was a hater, but he likes Daniel Jones. He loves Jason Garrett. And then the other guy, Kyle Brandt, the jock of the whole thing, the weird jock of the Good Morning Football. I mean, he's now starting to jump on the Giants bandwagon.
I do love Good Morning Football. Kay Adams, bro.
Oh my God, Kay Adams. I love her and her lazy eye, man. Love her and her lazy eye.
I didn't know she has a lazy eye.
She has a lazy eye.
I did not know that, but I was
she'd be looking you like this, but it's okay.
I was just gonna say, I love Good Morning Football. It's one of the few mainstream sports shows, whatever it's called, that I watch every now and then. I just haven't watched it in a while because it's the off season. Actually, I only watch them during the season, but. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen them, so I didn't know they were still talking Giants like that. So did they give a record, or were we just playoffs?
Well, they didn't necessarily give a record, but they gave what's the ceiling for the segment was what's the ceiling for the New York Giants, and they said, Burleson said the ceiling was that they could win the Super Bowl, win the division, because he was like, oh, well, if you look at the Eagles, they have injury issues, they got depth issues, they're not going to be too good. They were 9-7 with winning division last year, and then the Cowboys went 8-8 last year with that great team. What do you expect for them this year? And he was like, this is the perfect opportunity for the Giants to make the step up.
I can't disagree. It's literally the perfect situation. I can't disagree.
I don't necessarily disagree, but I don't think it's likely. Is it possible? Yes, but I just don't think it's likely.
Shout out to PTA, bro. That's a funny one.
He says, you are too thirsty right now. Take a lap. The PTA Sports says, you are too thirsty right now. Take a lap.
I would if it wasn't at night right now, almost 10 o'clock over here, bro.
I'm not thirsty. I'm actually, I guess I am thirsty. I'm about to go through.
Nah, bro. He was talking about Kay Adams. That's what he was talking about.
Oh yeah, Kay Adams. Oh man.
I will never never deny that, bro.
PTA, listen. I know you're married. I know you probably don't want to say nothing. Oh no, honey. I don't think she's pretty at all. Listen. Go look. You know who Kay Adams is. Don't front. If PTA's wife is right next to you, listen. Look at Kay Adams.
He's just like, Look at K. Adams.
No, honey, I promise, honey, I promise.
Listen, man, I don't know. K. Adams, bro. That's it.
K. Adams. That's all you gotta say.
That's all you gotta say. That's all you gotta say.
What her lazy eye.
What were we even saying before that?
I don't even know. Oh, we were talking about how the ceiling for the
Cowboys. Oh yeah, it's like low-key the perfect opportunity. We don't disagree, but yet at the same time we don't necessarily agree.
Right. It's more like we think it's possible, but we don't think it's likely.
Mm-hmm.
We don't think there's a real good chance that the Giants will make that move.
Would you drop?
I know exactly why my thing is echoing. Hold on, I'm gonna switch my mic real quick to a different.
Oh nah, this man, his laptop, bro, the good old KB laptop. You just muted your mic, by the way.
All right, we good?
You're good. I don't know. The echo was on your side. How was it?
Yeah, the echo. Yeah, it's still coming over. I hear my voice for whatever reason. It's pissing me off, but it's all right.
PTA says, "Oh nah, super fine. Y'all just thirsty." Like I said,
listen, man, we don't have wives, okay? We don't have wives. That's the thing. We don't have wives, Yo,
KB better hope that his girlfriend isn't watching this.
Nah, she's not. She's probably not. So basically, we make the playoffs because everyone else sucked. Listen, that's exactly how the Washington Redskins did in 2014. Listen, and they got smoked by the Packers. But in 2014, they won with what, a 9-7 record because the Cowboys went 4-12 and the Giants just sucked and the Eagles just sucked. I mean,
wasn't that the year the Giants did we go 6-10 that year or something? I think where we started off hot and then we just collapsed in the second half.
Well, we started off crappy as always, but then we started off crappy and then we started picking up a little bit and then we were crappy again. So back in those days,
years, bro.
Yeah, back in those days, I remember. I don't know if you remember
last couple of years with Tom Coughlin was that formula.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember 2013, but that was such a roller coaster year. We started off 0-6. And then we started winning all these games. We ended up 7-9. I was like, oh man, we just missed. Oh
wow.
We started 0-6 and we finished 7-9.
I wasn't watching football seriously at that point, but I was tuning in casually.
We were 7-3 at the end of the year. It was
Edward Chan. Please tell me that you're lying, bro. He says
Golden Tate. Yes, Golden Tate is. But he's day to day. He's day to day. He's all right. They're probably keeping him out of practice. They don't want to exaggerate anything before the season starts. I'm completely okay. Listen, Golden Tate doesn't need to prove it. He doesn't even need to have a damn training camp. Just to shake the rust off. He's not trying to prove anything. He's not trying to win a spot.
I actually want to use this to segue a bit into a topic that I want to talk about because at first I thought he meant Golden Tate was injured again because I know what he's talking about. Him and Blake Martinez set out practice. It was either yesterday or 2 days ago. Some type of concerns. They were both day to day. I don't know what Blake. I think Blake did come back. Golden Tate didn't. Here's my thing, right? I'm concerned with the middle linebacking core in terms of the health because that's the second time Blake Martinez sat out of practice for extended time, and I made a video on this yesterday. That is the second time he sat out of practice for 2 times. Ryan Conley has sat out a bunch of practices.
Yeah, and even Devontae Downs has too.
Yes, Ryan Conley went a whole week without practicing, and then he came back, and then he did not start for the scrimmage that was this past Friday. And he's been the one that's sitting out a bunch of practices. Obviously, David Mayo is already out. I am concerned for the health of this middle linebacking core, bro.
I hope at least Blake Martinez lasts, man. I hope that
he's been day to day as well. He's sat out a couple as well, man.
Right. There was an undisclosed injury or some sort of whatever was going on with Blake Martinez that nobody wants to disclose that, which I don't know if that means it's serious. It's probably private. I don't think it's I don't think it's serious. Yeah. I just think it's private because as a head coach, I know they could lie, but they have to disclose that kind of stuff to the media. They have to let people know what's going on.
Not even to the media. They just have to disclose it to the NFL, and then that's how the media gets wind of it.
Exactly. So I think it was more of a personal issue. He was probably dealing with something, maybe something embarrassing. Maybe he got freaking an STD or something. I don't know. And he has to stay away from the team. Who knows? Who knows?
Low-key, Edward Chan has a point. I know a lot of people have been loving Tate Crowder, including me and KB, but he's right. The linebacking is a problem when the Giants fans are raving about Tate Crowder.
Hey. I was raving about Tate Crowder when we drafted him.
Myself included.
Yeah, as soon as I turned on the film from Tate Crowder, I watched that Notre Dame film. The dude played like a second-round inside linebacker. He played like an actual guy you can draft. I'm not going to say he's going to play like that, but But the only film that's out there for him is, he put up good numbers. I asked Uncle Lou about him. If you guys know who Uncle Lou is, he's a Georgia YouTuber. Has like over 20,000 subscribers. He's a really good college football YouTuber. He said that he's all right. He's decent, but he's probably not going to do anything special. But hey, you never know with the right coaching in the NFL. That's why he was a 7th round pick. I kind of expected that answer from Uncle Lou because he was a 7th round pick. So, you never know with the right coaching. Something happens.
MMKG Studios. 7 more days to what?
I think he means
2 weeks away, man.
I think he means 7 more days till the season starts. Yeah.
Oh yes, I forget. It starts on Thursday night.
Thursday night football.
I forgot about that.
So
they should have canceled. I just want to say they should have canceled Thursday night football for this season. We already hate it.
Hell no.
Bro, I hate Thursday night football.
No, I don't like Thursday night scheduling. I don't like the way they schedule their game. Like they have like the Jaguar versus the Browns. Nobody wants to see that. But if they
I hate Thursday night in general because the players don't like it either, bro.
I don't give a damn.
It's such a short schedule, bro.
I don't
Monday
care.
night and Sunday night are already good enough. I hate Thursday night football.
Care.
It also interrupts like my weekly schedule. I'm fine with Monday and Sunday, but the players hate it. I hate it.
I don't like Monday. I don't like Monday because those are days I come home so tired from work. I just want to sleep and I gotta watch football. Even if it's a team I don't like, I wind up watching them anyway. Listen, I want football all day long, all week.
You got that. You got Sunday, bro.
I get so hyped. I get so hyped for Thursday night football. I don't even care who's playing. I get so hyped for Thursday night football.
This man Joel said Chiefs, and I forgot. Bro, it's Chiefs and Texans. Unless you're joking.
Where for Thursday night?
Yeah. He's like Chiefs, and he forgot.
I didn't even know who was playing. Playing.
I'm like 99% sure it's Chiefs and Texans.
Well, that's a really good game.
No,
Deshaun versus Pat. Come on, that's a good schedule.
Before the DeAndre Hopkins trade was going to be a really exciting game. Now I completely expect the Chiefs to mop the floor with the Texans.
Yeah, but I just want to see Deshaun Watson and Pat Mahomes battle it out.
Yeah, it is Chiefs Tech. It's the Texans at Chiefs. If home field advantage is no longer a thing, but that's what it is.
I love this comment here. Hopefully, Kay Adams is your future wife. Listen, I'm all for it, baby. Bring her up. I'm all for it.
This man is lying to you, bro. No. She does not like Azul, but Rojo. And Rojo is the color of the Hub logo.
Rojo.
I got bars.
Kid Azul. But yeah, listen, I love Thursday night football. I love Thursday. I love because Thursday is easy. No matter what job I was in, whether I was at the post office, UPS, or that restaurant I was working, Thursdays were so easy. So I didn't have to take a nap. I wasn't tired. I just sit back and like early football, baby, early football. The only thing that sucked, I loved when the Giants played early, but I hated when Sunday came around. I'm like, the Giants aren't playing. What am I gonna do?
Exactly, bro.
I gotta watch Red Zone and not care about anything that's going on. But I hate when the Giants play Monday. We play week 1 on Monday. Low-key, I hate ESPN broadcasting.
Low-key, the Giants are low-key blessed in the fact that they start the latest. They got a little bit extra preparation.
Yeah, I do like that part, but I hate ESPN broadcasting. I hate the announcers. I hate their camera work.
Is that the one with Booger McFarland?
Yes, that's Booger. Yeah,
I can't stand it, bro. I can't stand it.
No, but Booger got fired.
Oh, he got fired? Who's replacing him?
I don't know, but Booger got fired, man. And Jason Witten sucked. Jason Witten was terrible. Like, bring John Gruden back, man. Bring John Gruden back, man.
We got 2 questions here, one from Bradley, one from Anthony. Bradley says, thoughts on Thomas's hands versus the edge rushers? Listen, I've been saying it since basically we learned that there's only going to be 14 padded practices. Do not worry too much about it. He's going to no doubt Mans is going to struggle for the first 6 to 8 weeks because he only had 14 padded practices. I'm not going to take anything away from it. This might be me being way too lenient, but I'm not going to take anything away from it until like week 6, bro, because that's going to be his practice up until like week 6.
I think
he's going to struggle, and I think he has been struggling a little bit.
Yeah, I think what Bradley was alluding to was the scrimmage, how, the tackle spot was just letting everything through. Let me tell you, I don't think everybody was playing 100%. They were not playing 100%.
Lorenzo Carter got 2 of his 4 sacks on tight ends, so that was a misconception. It's not like it was all on tackles.
Yeah, it wasn't all on tackles, and it wasn't all on Andrew Thomas. Matter of fact, O'Shane Jimenez was on Andrew Thomas a lot of the time, and you haven't heard O'Shane's name at all.
Andrew Thomas was playing right tackle for a couple
he was playing left.
Too.
He was playing left.
Or he was okay.
Matt
I read somewhere he was playing right tackle.
Parrott was right. No. What you read was during the practices they actually did switch the tackles. They actually had Matt Pear at left tackle to see, because Joe Judge said, this is nothing new. Joe Judge said that he wanted guys to compete at every position, so he's sticking to his word on that. So yeah, that they did switch at some point, but I'm pretty sure Thomas is going to stay at the left. But that scrimmage, I don't think these guys were playing extremely. The offensive line wasn't playing extremely hard.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't think DJ was even taking it seriously.
Exactly, nobody was really taking it seriously. It was less than a preseason game, So I don't think it was that special. So just expect it to be a lot better in week 1, where the linemen, where the trenches are actually able to play nasty and not have to risk, hey, I'm gonna get hurt before the season starts. No, things get serious in week 1. This scrimmage game ain't nothing to these players. They're just trying to, shake off the rust or even get some experience if you're a young player. But when it comes to week 1, best believe these guys are going to play nasty. Now, Andrew Thomas is going to struggle, not going to lie, but I don't think he's going to give up 4 sacks versus TJ Watt or Bud Dupree or whoever it is. I think he may give up a sack, maybe 2. I don't think he's going to be a nagging issue. That's the one thing I will say.
Adjust quickly, because he didn't have practices to adjust.
Yeah, take everything for the first, like you said, for the first 6 weeks, take everything with a grain of salt when it comes to Andrew Thomas. Yes, he may even be a headache in some games. He may even be like, damn, Andrew, you let up another one again. But
even if he is, I'm still giving him a pass, bro. Weeks 2 and 3, we're going up against the 2 best defensive players in the league, Khalil Mack and then Aaron Donald. Come on.
Right. So KB and the Hub, be honest with me. Should we be worried about Chase Young, or you think we will be okay? I'll let you answer that first. Go ahead, answer that.
We'll be fine. That's all I'm gonna say. We'll be fine. Andrew will definitely handle him, bro. They're on the same level. They actually are. I'm more worried about Andrew versus guys like Khalil Mack and whatnot, but Chase Young will be fine.
Has anybody? I'll be honest with you. I was not able to watch Andrew Thomas versus Ohio State. Did Andrew Thomas play well against Chase Young in college? I know when they fought in high school, that Andrew Thomas won that in high school. Like they had like a senior bowl for like high schoolers or whatever. And
KB, all you need to know is that Andrew hasn't given up a sack in like 2 years, so I would assume he did well.
Right.
That's all you need to know.
He's only given up a sack. I wonder who he let up a sack to.
That's a very good question.
That's a good question.
It might have been something like a missed assignment or something, because it's been a long time on the college level since he let up a sack.
Forget about sacks. What about pressures? 0, I think 1 pressure in his entire career. I mean, listen.
I think people underestimate how good he is.
And you know what it was? It was because Tristan Wirfs put up a 4.8 in the damn combine, and people lost their damn minds. And then Mekhi Becton in his highlight reel.
Mekhi Becton just tossing people. Jedrick Wills is understandable because the dude, technicality-wise, is probably the best.
Well, yeah, he knew, because he came from Alabama.
Yeah.
So he's already going to get a big name there. But Andrew Thomas was at the height of draft talk, and then dwindled down because listen, Andrew Thomas
got boring. That's why.
Yeah, because he got boring. He wasn't on the highlighters. It wasn't. I mean, he was throwing people around, but nobody really paid attention to that. That caught me by surprise.
It's literally a case of like, and I'm just gonna use an example that popped into my head of like LeBron performing the way he does for like as long as he's done it. We expect Bron to come on and have like 27, 8, and 8 or something crazy like that, right? When he does, and we get used to it. People got used to Andrew Thomas just not giving up a sack, not giving up a pressure, and all around being the best tackle in college football. People just got used to it.
Right. I completely agree. Yeah. So I think that's what it was. He was the height of consistency, and people were like, well, I don't see you getting better or worse. We're just going to move on to this guy who just ran a 4.8 in the combine at like 300 something pounds. So, listen, I know both were great questions. As far as Andrew Thomas goes, I don't think you guys should be that concerned. Will he struggle a little bit? Yes. Will Chase Young win a battle or 2?
Oh, for
sure. Probably. It's
like,
gonna happen.
Listen, bro,
these guys aren't perfect.
Pass rushers coming from college to NFL is the easiest position that translates.
Right. I completely agree. And the hardest would have to be offensive tackle and cornerback.
It's like offensive tackle, cornerback, yeah.
So, yeah, if you could, I'll highlight this here. Bradley says, can I get a wrench? I can't control that here from Streamlabs. And I don't, the wrench squad can't give wrenches anymore, right?
Well, let me see, because I'm looking at it. Nah, we can't give wrenches anymore. That
That's
ability's
so
been taken
dumb.
away.
That's so dumb. Because I like gave that power to them, so there was no like biasness, But Edward Chan said if you could move one player from the Washington football team, Eagles, and Cowboys to the Giants, who would it be?
The Dallas Cowboys center. That's it. I'm not moving anybody else.
So Biadic. You're taking Biadic.
Because I wanted Tyler Biadic. That's the only person I'm moving from any of those teams.
Really?
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not gonna move a CD as much as I love CD. I'm not gonna move. Who else am I looking at? To be honest with you, I mean, I'm not moving.
It's any player, not just drafted player.
I know. I'm not moving a Tank Lawrence, even though he's better than what we have. I don't think he's like.
Dude, you're not gonna get Jalen Smith or Leighton Vander Esch. I'm taking Jalen Smith, baby.
I'm taking Leighton Vander Esch, bro. I'm taking Leighton Vander Esch.
I like Leighton, but I love Jalen Smith.
But listen, man, he did say name one player, and I would take Tyler Biadic. Just fix that. Tyler Biadic, if we somehow got him, in this fantasy world, the offensive line is 100% fixed.
I'd take nobody from the Eagles. Dear God, nobody from the Eagles. I think our roster is better than the Eagles roster.
Mm-hmm. The only person I'm trying is Scary Terry or Chase I said Chase McDaniel. Chase Young. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, Chase Young. It's between Chase Young and Jalen Smith. Oh. Well, here's the thing. I'd probably say Jalen Smith because he's already proven in the NFL as like a top 5 inside linebacker already, and his coverage skills are insane. His run stopping skills are insane. I'm taking Jalen Smith, baby, all day. Biadic is a good option as well, but I'm taking Jalen Smith over Vander Esch. I like Vander Esch, but he's like a tackle machine, and we kind of already have that.
Vander Esch just because he's younger.
Yeah, I get that, but we kind of have like a mini Vander Esch with Blake Martinez, a tackle machine.
Listen, man, Blake Martinez is about to get like 2 interceptions this year. Trust me.
I hope so.
Trust me.
I actually think he's gonna have a better season with the Giants. I just have that feeling because he's very confident.
Man, listen, bro.
Very confident in saying that he's gonna be a lot better with
the day we signed him. The very day we signed him, I was like, he's gonna impress people. Before this man Blake came out and said it, I'm like, he was misused. I have a lot of confidence in him. I'm just worried, like we said earlier in the stream, the man has missed quite a few practices. I hope he can stay healthy.
I think, and I'm just throwing this into the wind here. I think it may be because he's a guy that's used on all 3 downs. All right, this is a guy that's using the nickel. This is a guy just using a passing situation, running situations. They might be overworking him at so much in practice, where he's in every practice, every package, that they're like, hey, we're gonna give you a break because you're used on every practice.
Because he's honestly the only linebacker, middle linebacker we have right now that's worth working on every down.
Say what you want about Blake Martinez. Anybody that doesn't like him, he actually can be used in all packages, whether that's the nickel spot, whether it's all passing down like a dime situation, whether it's all it's a base 3-4, whatever it is, he can be used there, and that's probably what they're doing with him, and so that's probably why they're giving him a break. And not a lot of these guys are 3 down linebackers or 3 down defensive backs or 3 down linemen. Blake Martinez is probably the only guy that really is.
Mm-hmm. John Doe says the Eagles are getting injured easier than my grandma. I mean, it's just the Eagles being the Eagles, bro. Oh my
God. Yeah, they lost their freaking left tackle already, and Jason Peters like, oh, I know what you guys want. Pay me more.
Didn't I tell you that at the beginning, like when we were talking about what you call it? We were talking about the Good Morning Football. Listen, bro, it's very possible. I've been saying it. This is the year the Eagles are collapsing, bro. And they got don't they have negative like 40 million in cap space next year?
This is a weird year. Oh, they have nothing. Like they owe money next year.
Yeah, they have money. Negative money in cap space.
They owe money next year. But what I say about the Eagles, this is a weird year to determine for the Eagles, because although their depth sucks, although their injuries are going like down the drain, they have so many injuries right now, are skyrocketing rather. They still could sweep us. Like somehow, some way, they could sweep us. I remember that year, the Dream Team, they went 4-12. Yeah. I think they swept us that year. So they have this thing about sweeping us. But this could be a year where we sweep them or they sweep us.
I'm telling you, bro. Saquon is going to guarantee us one win Because Judge is not Shermer.
Yes,
Judge will let him run the entire game, bro.
I will put money down. Mark my words. I will put money down. The Giants beat them at home because Jason Garrett will run the hell out of Saquon.
And Joe Judge will allow it to happen.
And let me tell you something.
At the Eagles last year, this man murdered them.
19-3. Remember that. This
man took a knife out of his hand and just went and slit everybody's throat, bro. He literally murdered all of them. And then Pat Shermer's like, oh, we're up 19-3 because of Saquon. Let's just take him out the game. Let's run him like one time in the second half.
Let's put Eli Penny in the game. Let's run him out.
That wasn't an exaggeration, by the way, guys. That was the actual stat. I think he ran one time in the second half that game.
Yeah, ridiculous. They did not use him. They used Wayne Gallman. They used Eli Penny.
And by the way, I just want to say Saquon isn't the only Eagle killer that we got on the team now. We have a second Eagle killer in the passing game.
Torched. I mean, just killed them. I mean, that day they knew who Darius Slayton was, not Darius Slay. Now,
he's about to own Darius Slay. He's going to moss this man, bro. I'm telling you.
Speaking of that, did you see Deshaun Jackson versus Darius Slay?
Nah, what happened?
A great YouTuber. He's actually he's really cool. Really cool with me. Lord Brunson, the Eagles YouTuber. He tunes in sometimes, so maybe he's in the shadows right now. But he was posting about, somebody filming Deshaun Jackson versus Darius Slay in practice. And dear Lord, Darius Slay was on the floor sometimes with the double moves on the floor. Couldn't keep up with Deshaun Jackson. I'm like, okay, I know Darius Slay is no Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun is fast, but Darius Slay is really fast too. He's not keeping up.
What did I tell you?
I can't wait to see that matchup.
I don't know if you remember the Young Guns podcast episode where we talked about Darius Slay getting traded. I'm like, this man is the most overrated cornerback in the league right now, bro.
He was once good, but I mean,
he was good like 2-3 years ago.
Detroit was tired of him. There are some Detroit YouTubers out there that were like, when are we going to see Darius Slay come back? They never did. And so they had to get rid of him. Listen, I'm telling you right now, guys, I don't know what week we're facing the Eagles. What week are we facing?
This man's nickname, bro, Darius Slayton's nickname is the Slayer for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the merch. Go cop the merch. I got one of them that says the Slayer on the back of the shirt, bro.
Love it.
You don't just get a nickname like that after your rookie year just sitting around doing nothing, bro.
What week do we face the Eagles? Is it before we face them at home?
I'm pulling it up right now, bro. Giants schedule 2020.
If we face them at home first, we're slaughtering them.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah, it's week 7. Week 7, we're at the Eagles. That's crazy because week 5 we're at Cowboys. Week 6, Washington is at us, and then week 7 we're at them. So it's three division games in a row.
I don't like that we face them first, just because I feel like we can get the momentum started if we face them at home first. And one X factor that a lot of people are forgetting, Jason Garrett knows how to beat the Eagles. Okay, Jason Garrett knows the scheme, how to beat the Eagles. They've been ahead. The Eagles got swept by the Cowboys, I believe, 2 years in a row. Not last year, but I think the prior 2 years, right? If I'm not mistaken. So Jason Garrett knows how to beat this team. So that's really one of the things I love about having Jason Garrett on the team now. He's so familiar with the NFC East. He's been here for 10 plus years. He was a former Giants quarterback, former Cowboys quarterback.
We got the 2 Giants killer, and we got a coach that could use them, bro.
Yes, and Mark Colombo. What? We can't forget about Mark Colombo. He was the Dallas offensive line. Jesus. We're going to be NFC East killers. NFC East killers.
Bro. I'm telling you, I told you like literally 10 minutes ago. I'm like, it's getting me so hyped for the season, but I'm like, I cannot get too hyped. I can't get too hyped.
No, I honestly think we're gonna go 4-2 in the division next year. 4-2.
Did you watch? Did you watch my? I made a video a couple weeks back, or was it last week or something? Where is it? My expectations video. Did you watch that?
No.
My expectations for the 2020 New York Giants. I made it like
I gotta make mine
here August 16th. So that's just a couple weeks ago. Literally in that video, I said, guys, don't be surprised if we go 3-3 or 4-2 in the division, because we're going to sweep Washington. We're going to split with the Eagles. I really have no idea what's going to happen with the Cowboys. If we split with them, that's 4-2. I was like, do not be surprised if we go 4-2 in the division. If we go 4-2 in the division, we're probably going to be at 7-9, 8-8.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like the ceiling for this team, in my opinion, is 7-9, and I think we're going to reach the ceiling because we're going to go 4-2 in the division. Listen, outside of the division is very tough. Okay, so I'm gonna give them that. 3 wins outside of the division is probably very likely for this team. So I hope.
Since I have the schedule pulled up, and once again, that's that 2020 expectations video. Let's say we go 3-3. We'll start off with 3-3 first, right? Like, let's say we go 3-3 in the division. Our other 3 wins, they're gonna come from Bengals. That's 1 win, right? Another one, Bears. That's 1 win.
Yeah, I think
Where's the 3rd win coming for? I'm not sure. It's gonna be a toss-up between Browns, depending how the Browns are late in the season, and Cardinals, which funnily enough are the back-to-back games. Maybe it's both, and that's how we go 7-9.
I'm having a hard time thinking about the Cardinals as being a win, just because I think last year they were on our level, yet they still beat us, and I think they're above our level.
Listen, the reason while I agree with you, I disagree with the overall argument is because that Cardinals game was one of those games where it's just like coaching was trash.
Yeah, right.
Right. And then if we go 4-2 in the division, those 3 games plus the Cardinals, right? Or maybe plus the Rams or something, depending on how bad or how good the Rams would be. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah, and one thing I will say, James Bradberry, the best film I watched from James Bradberry was Bradberry versus the Texans, and DeAndre Baker's now on the Cardinals, and DeAndre Baker.
You mean DeAndre Hopkins?
DeAndre Baker.
I was like DeAndre Baker. Hold up.
DeAndre Hopkins is now on the Cardinals, and James Bradberry laid just a beating on DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, I think I can't remember what the stat was. I had it in my film review for James Bradberry. If you guys can check that out. But I think it was like 5 receptions for like 19 yards or something like that.
Bro, last year, anytime he was up against the tough NFC South receivers, he held them to below 50 yards.
Right. So James Bradberry, I think, is going to do fine against DeAndre Hopkins. My only issue is Kyler Murray. We just can't stop a dual threat quarterback. It's just a Giants thing. Look, we do have a new defense, but we're still wearing those NY on our helmets. It seems like we can never stop a dual threat quarterback.
I hope we never ever wear the Color Rush uniforms, because every time we wear the Color Rush uniforms, we get blown out.
We get blown out. That's true, but they are pretty damn clean.
They are pretty damn clean, but we just get.
That needs to be our official away uniforms. I'd say
because we'll get blown out every single game, bro.
Then we'll face it until we win, because those uniforms are fire.
Are you not a superstitious guy?
No, I'm not a superstitious guy.
Oh my God, bro.
Things. Listen, if that's the case, that means every time the Eagles wear midnight, they freaking get blacked out. That means they're gonna blow us out. Okay,
well, I don't know that, because I'm not an Eagles fan. You know what I'm saying?
No,
you're a Cowboys, Giants.
No, listen. Every time the Eagles get blacked out and they face us, they blow us out. But I reject that notion. I reject that. I reject it. I hope they wear. I hope they black out. I hope they black out against us.
There's proof of like the past 5 years. Every time we wear the white uniforms, we just lose horribly.
They only been wearing it for 3 years, man. Relax. We'll be fine. They only been wearing it for 3 years.
That cannot be. You know why I don't want it to be our away uniforms, by the way, though? Because it's going to lose its specialty. It's going to look normal to us after a couple of weeks.
I don't care. I think our away uniforms suck. I'll just say it. I
like our away uniforms.
I think our away uniforms look like practice jerseys for a high school. I'll just say that. Yes, they look like practice pennies. Okay,
oh, you're one of those dudes that wants like a complete uniform overhaul.
We have red numbers. We don't have red on our freaking logo besides the freaking outline. Okay, it doesn't match. A blue helmet.
Here's the thing.
Helmet with no other blue on our damn uniform. Come on, man.
I actually disagree with that. I hate the fact that the Giants are like moving towards such a blue color scheme now, and the red is almost completely gone. I miss the red.
Oh,
the red thrown in there as a hint, as a highlight.
Okay,
I love that so much.
I gotta say, don't tell me you love. I tell you, don't tell me you love those freaking alternate red uniforms, because I will leave the stream. You have one. I forgot.
Yeah, I have one. What are you talking about?
All right, guys. I'm off the stream, guys. See you guys later.
This man forgot that I wear my stocky jersey a lot, bro.
Listen, those jerseys do not hit the quarterback jerseys. Okay, that's what those jerseys are.
Tell that to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, bro.
Yeah. No, they have design on them. Okay, that's just red with white.
Giants don't have any design. So what are you?
That's the point. That's the point.
Oh my God, this man, bro.
Oh God,
this man is truly a Cowboys fan, bro. He wants to go completely blue.
No, we need just the color, the blue numbers. Just put freaking blue numbers with a red outlining. Blue numbers with a red outline would be just fine, just like the color.
I just don't like the all white as a normal thing. I love it as a color rush, as like, once a year, twice a year type thing. I don't like it for like an all year long type thing, because so many
wear
teams
all
are
white.
doing it now.
We wear all
So
white
many
anyway.
teams, no, it's gray actually. The pants
gray.
are gray.
No,
Yeah.
no, the pants. We split half and half. The pants half the away games are white, and the other half are gray. It doesn't matter. Who the hell cares about the damn pants,
bro? God. I do. How can you comment on how a uniform looks with ignoring?
Oh no, they have a slightly darker shade of pants today.
That does a lot,
bro. Damn it,
that does a lot, man. That does a lot. But no, the other reason is because every single team is using their color rush as their away now, and I'm just like, nah.
Because it's fire. Anyway,
there's a reason it's called color rush.
Yeah. John Doe 230. Kid Blue, how's our boy Parrott looking in the pecking order of the depth chart? Listen, he's actually having
second for right tackle, bro.
Yeah, he's actually having an unexpected battle for right tackle. They're actually really liking Matt Parrott at right tackle. He actually played pretty good in the scrimmage, opening up the holes. His name was mentioned a couple of times, opening up the holes in the run game. Is exactly what he was known for, and that's exactly what he is. Right tackles are supposed to be the run blockers. So I love Matt Parrott. I actually think he is going to start soon. I've been telling you that, guys, already.
No, I'm still saying he's not starting until week 8 at least. Week 6, week 8.
But I was saying he's gonna start soon. A lot of people are saying he won't touch the field this year.
Is not soon, bro.
He will start soon, man. It's gonna happen. I promise you.
Cam Fleming's gonna be out there for at
least week 4 and beyond. I'll say
week 4.
Yes.
That is soon. That is soon.
Yes.
You know why I say Cam Fleming's going to be out there for the first 6 weeks? They're not going to throw him out there once we're going up against those defensive lines for the first 6 weeks.
Everybody in the comments saying it's fire. Everybody tell Hub why our away uniforms right now look like complete garbage, okay? I'm ashamed.
I actually don't know why so many people hate the away uniforms. They look just fine, bro.
Jerseys, man.
They look just fine.
Go to your local high school football team, okay? And go look at their practice. Go look at their practice pennies. They're freaking white with red numbers on them sometimes, okay?
You just said sometimes. You know your argument is flawed because you said sometimes.
Based on the team colors. But if you see a team color and listen, our main colors aren't even red, and we got red numbers.
I'm saying, bro, I hate the fact that we're all blue now. Bring back some of the red. The hints are like now the official Giants logo is just the white and Y against the blue. There's no hint of red anymore. The red is just gone.
The hint of the red. I'm okay with the hints of the red. So the blue numbers with the outline of the red. See, you're making my point. God. You're making my point.
How am I making your point?
Oh God,
what's wrong with red numbers, bro?
Everything. We don't have red in our freaking logo anymore. It's a third color. It's the blue and the white, and then the red. Come on, man.
Yo, just let this. You know what? To settle this argument, I'm gonna have you design a jersey. Design a jersey, bro.
Go put on your Shockey jersey.
I have no idea where it is. It's usually hang up right there. I don't know. I don't see it.
Listen, if you walk around with that Shockey jersey with the red on, people are gonna be like, "Oh, I can't touch him. Can't touch him." That's the no touch. That's the no touch.
Exactly,
jersey,
bro. They know when the boss is in the room.
No, because the kickers wear those jerseys. Okay, the kickers wear them too.
We got 2 people here saying, "Why are we talking about jerseys?"
Why are we talking about jerseys? Because we got off on a tangent talking about color rush jerseys. Because this man disrespectfully said that the color rush jerseys should not be.
And I said it because every time we wear the color rush, we get blown out. We lose a game by like 40.
Man, that's superstition.
Yo, man, listen, bro. I'm surprised
you throw salt back at you? Is that what you do?
Listen, bro. Before game day, I actually do my game day superstitions, bro. Before game.
Oh God, yeah, he puts the salt in back. He throws the salt in the bag.
I don't do that, but I do have a couple.
Oh God, and how's that worked out for us, man? We've sucked. We've sucked. How's that worked out for us?
Yeah, I'll admit. Listen, I haven't done them every game, bro. I haven't done them
every game. Well, listen, we're gonna be streaming together all season. Well, who knows with our scheduling issues?
It should be good all season.
It should be good all season. You better do it then. You better do it. We better go 16-0 on camera. That's damn right. You know, you can do it off camera, but we have to know that you're doing it so we can go 16-0. And if we lose, you're a phony. Then
I won't have to do it on camera because I guess a hint of another project that I'm working on. One of my next upcoming skits is going to be about game day superstitions.
Oh damn! Oh, I can't wait to watch that one. Hey guys, Hub has inspired me to finish my freaking skit, so I'm good. I don't know when that's gonna come out, but.
You should take your time. Don't rush it, because honestly, I tried rushing that first one and it came out terribly. I had to do it over.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna rush it. So, but I have a good concept that I've been working on for like I don't know a year and a half now. I just never did it. But soon. Let's see. Hold on. I saw a comment that I thought was funny. Where
This
was
man John Doe says I'm sacrificing chickens.
Edward Edward Chan says this is what our Giants community has become.
I mean, yo, listen, bro. What are we, like 12 and 36 in the last 3 years?
Something like that, dude. Listen, man, we need something to argue about, man. Because listen, the whole wins loss thing just ain't working. All right,
Yeah.
it's just not working anymore, man. Question: which teams in our division will win Week 1?
So let's not talk Giants for right now, because I honestly, that Steelers game is becoming more and more 50-50 than I thought it would like a week ago, right?
It's coming more and more like, hey, and I've heard like Chiseled Adonis, he's in my network, and
My boy.
He's a cool guy, and he's talking about Big Ben looked great out there. He looked great in practice. Listen, he's gonna get hurt. He's gonna get hurt.
I'm going to have to message him and get him back on. I'm going to see if I could get him back on Just Chilling for another episode, because Week 1 is Giants Steelers.
For real, bro. Bring him on bring him on this show before we play.
All right, sure, bet I'll ask him.
I'll
tell you, this man is super busy, yo. The first time I asked him, I asked him in like 2 weeks beforehand, and he has like a whole full, like a legitimate schedule. He's like, all right, I'm going to pencil you in for this time on this day. I'm like, wow, he's okay. That's how busy he is. Yeah, so Week 1 is Cowboys at Rams. I think Cowboys might win that one, but I really don't know what to expect from the Rams this year. Washington, I don't care who they're playing, they're gonna lose. Eagles, Week 1. Oh no, yeah, Eagles are facing Washington Week 1, so yeah, they are gonna lose that.
They always face Washington Week 1. They're like the Cowboys and Giants. They always face Week 1. But yeah, so the Eagles are gonna win that one. So I realistically see the Cowboys are probably gonna come. I don't like the Rams this year. I don't. I had faith in them last year.
Oh, yo, it's been a minute since I watched a Hard Knocks episode. I think I missed last week's episode and this week's
I missed all the episodes. I gotta watch them. But my boy Dante Dion balling out for this.
Yeah, Dante. I saw him. I was like, I recognize this dude from like either last season or 2 seasons ago when he was with the Giants.
Dante Dion, man. Listen, I'm a Boise State fan. So when Dante Dion and Darian Thompson came, those were the 2 best secondary players in the on Boise State. In their secondary, and we copped both of them. Arguably, Dante Dion was better in college than Darian Thompson. Darian went in the 3rd round. Dante Dion had 19 career interceptions as like a freaking 5'6" outside corner. So he was nasty in college. I love Dante Dion, but sucks we didn't keep him around, man. I remember when he made the roster. I'm like, yeah, I'm so happy for you that we cut him.
You know why we didn't keep him around? Because Shermer was the coach.
Yeah, because Shermer was. Listen, Dante can ball. Dante can ball. Tell you that right now.
He has great energy too.
I'll tell you right now, if it wasn't for Darnay Holmes, Dante Dion would be our starting slot corner. Not joking. Would be our starting slot corner for us.
If Darnay wasn't here, you're putting him ahead of Julian Love?
Hell yeah. Dante Dion was. Listen, Julian Love struggled in the slot last year. That's why they're putting him as a safety. Listen, Julian Love, believe it or not, Julian Love has not played 1 snap at corner in practice this year. So far.
Oh, really? Yes. I didn't know that. Where did you even get that information?
It's all over. The Talking Giants guy said it, and it's on Twitter that every time they've seen him practice, he's never lined up at corner ever.
I follow Talking Giants, but I don't watch the podcast like that.
Me neither. But I saw him on Chris's stream, so that's where I got the information from. But that's very interesting too. Talking about Julian Love, that's weird because I thought it was just James Betcher that saw him as a safety. I don't know if it was James Betcher maybe gave a hint to Patrick Graham or whatever it is, but maybe that's the consensus around the NFL that they see Julian Love as a safety. I don't see it, but he did struggle in the preseason lining up in the slot, which is where he was supposed to be. So I guess that's the reason why he's lining up at safety. Who knows? But
MMKG says, will Gallman get released? No, but I wouldn't be surprised if he does.
The only reason why I say it's a no is because I don't see too much in this Feaster kid. I know he's getting a lot of hype. I don't see too much in him. And if Javon Leak was still here, then I would say Wayne Gallman has a chance to be on the bubble. But the Giants are going to keep 3 running backs, and Gallman's going to be the 3rd guy. Dion Lewis is going to be the 2nd. Gallman's going to be the 2nd. And they're going to fight continuously for snaps, Dion Lewis and Gallman. So it's going to be those 3.
For sure.
Yeah.
Another one here. Thoughts on David Sills? I mean, I think we gave this on last week's. David Sills has been making a name for himself, showing up basically every report. That That's about it. I mean, he might be the dude that makes the team from an undrafted free agent wide receiver standpoint.
Yeah, in my opinion, the Giants are going to keep 6 wide receivers. He's going to be the 5th guy. I actually think the 2 white receivers, Sills and Bachman, are going to make the roster. I think Bachman has been like an Edelman, like just catching everything, just catching everything in tight end coverage. It's no like, I don't know, coincidence that he's wearing number 80. I think that's pretty
John Doe. Hold up, John Doe. Of course, Toilolo is going to make the team, bro. He's our blocking tight end.
Yes, but I understand why people think that he won't is because he had a terrible scrimmage. He couldn't block. He's actually the one that gave up those sacks.
He was the one that. I mean, listen. In my opinion, find me a tight end that could actually successfully block an outside linebacker.
Right. I completely get that, but they've been saying that he hasn't had a really good camp.
And in one of my videos, I think it was last week or the week before, I was like, Caden Smith. We all know he was an all-around tight end. In the blocking drill, he was the one that performed the best. And I put in a video of that. He straight up just bodied. I forgot who. I want to say it was Lorenzo Carter. I don't know, but whoever he was going up against, he literally Caden Smith just slammed him to the ground.
Yeah, yes, I know what you're talking about. I saw it on the training camp live. I can't remember who was it against. Can't remember. I'm trying to put my finger on it.
But Caden Smith in that blocking drill performed the best.
I think it was Carter Coughlin though.
If it was Carter Coughlin, is small and that makes sense. But they went up. They did rotate guys. So the second time he did it again, I don't know who it was up against.
Right. But
Lolo, he did struggle. He actually had like a horse collar on. I think it was Lorenzo Carter. Right. Like he was literally choking dude. I'm like, what are you doing, bro?
Right. And believe it or not, the tight end has actually been making pretty much a lot of noise in training camp as far as what sources are saying. Again, I mean, I can't watch it myself, but as far as what sources are saying is Garrett Dickerson. Guy has been on the Giants for a couple years now trying to make a roster spot, and he's actually doing pretty well as a blocking.
Dude out of Kentucky from last year?
No, that's we don't have him on the team anymore. Chris Conrad. Conrad.
I love CJ Conrad, bro.
CJ Conrad. I don't know why the hell we didn't keep him, but he
didn't perform.
Garrett Dickerson has been on the Giants for about 2 or 3 years now. I believe he's been on the Giants since Matt LaCosse was on the Giants, if I'm not mistaken.
How long ago was that?
Damn. And Will Tye and Matt LaCosse have been on the team.
Oh, Will Tye. That's like 2014, 2015, 2016.
Yeah, Garrett Dickerson has been around for a couple years now. But he's always been trying to make this roster, and I think this may be his year because Troy Lolo he seemed like he's going to be a scratch. He might be a scratch, and Rice and John hasn't really been made too much noise this year as much as we wanted him to. Hasn't really been making too much noise this year, so I think Garrett Dickerson is really taking advantage of his opportunities, and he might be that third tight end, man. Might be the third tight end the Giants keep, and the Giants may keep Levine Toilolo just because, just because they signed him and he's a blocking guy, but we may not see too much of Toilolo besides blocking. We may not see too much of him besides the blocking aspect there.
Mickey says, my first time hearing you mention Sills Hub, I should get his jersey. He's a mixture of Ocho Cinco and Jordan. Listen, I'll tell you this. If he makes the team, I'll get his jersey.
I could see the Jordan Nelson. I can't see the Ocho Cinco.
If he actually makes the team, I might get his jersey. I'll tell you that.
Ocho Cinco,
I'm not going to get a jersey of a player that's not guaranteed to be on the team.
Ocho Cinco is probably one of the nastiest route runners you probably ever see. And Sills is not a route runner. He's just a possession guy, a 50-50 ball guy, which he does very great at. Don't get me wrong, but he's not a guy that you say, oh, love his route running.
Oh, actually, Mickey, no, I can't get because I still have yet, believe it or not, I don't have a Saquon or a Daniel Jones jersey yet. So those guys come first, actually.
Yeah,
I got to get those first.
I'm working on a Jones jersey. I'm going to go get a Jones jersey. Thoughts on what Tom? Let me highlight this.
Oh, Bradley says this every single stream.
Thoughts on what Thomas did when he threw the Listen, the thoughts, A+. That's all I got to say. Yeah. G-Man 409, what's going on, buddy? He says, hey, KB Hub, would y'all be interested in playing in my fantasy league this year? It's a money league. I'm in like 3 leagues already. To be honest, 409, I don't play in too much fantasy league. I don't know if Hub is interested, but
no, I don't do money leagues, man. That's just me. I just do it for fun. Speaking of which, this Sunday, guys, is the Creators League draft. I told people in the chat, everybody in the chat knows it, I think, right? I'll probably say it again. I just haven't like officially announced it, but I mean, we're gonna do a live draft. I know KB is gonna be there. I expect OGR and Pest to be there. I think Tana is gonna be available to be there as well, which is probably the cap of the amount of people I could manage to have on StreamYard at the same time.
See our draft selections, man. I don't even know where I'm drafting at.
Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna set it to randomize. However I do that, I'm gonna set it to randomize the wherever we're picking. But yeah, the Creators League, we're gonna have a couple people in there. In fact, let me pull it up right now, and I'll just tell you guys who's in there as of right now.
Okay, go ahead. While you look at that, Mickey says you said Gates suck. Now you what? Now you want to doubt Sills too. No, I'm not saying Sills suck. I just said Sills is gonna be the 5th wide receiver on the team. He's gonna make the team. I like him, but if you think of Sills, you're not thinking route runner. Ocho Cinco was one of the best route runners to ever live. Come on, don't be throwing Ocho Cinco in there. I mean, I don't think. No, I mean, you want to say Jordan Nelson? Fine, but Jordan Nelson wasn't a route runner either. Jordan Nelson
guys, I have the members pulled up. It's technically full. Bad Dog hasn't joined yet, even though he's had the link for 3 weeks. I'm just gonna assume he probably can't join. There's literally one spot left, and it would be Bad Dog's spot. So I don't know. I'll probably find somebody else for that. But as of right now, it's me, KB, Lauren Russell. She officially joined. We invited her on the last Tripod episode. She's actually in here. She got sports. Entertainer Chris is in there. My boy that I host the Fantastic Giants 5-Wide Football is in there. He's basically a fantasy football king. PTA is in there and OGR is in there. So there's going to be a Creators League. We're going to do a live stream draft. It's going to be this Sunday, my channel. And I think that might be the last episode of the Tripod until the next offseason rolls around.
Right.
So it's going to be like a big finale of the Tripod, I guess.
And we'll definitely have on, I'm sure we'll have on OGR as a guest on
for sure. It's just that the reason we probably won't have Tripod episodes anymore, guys, is because it's going to be on Sundays. So
Right. Ligma says the headset's putting a dent in your hair. Let me see.
No, it puts a dent in my hair, bro. It does for me because I have which way should I turn? You guys could see that, right? Yeah. It 100% puts a dent in my hair.
My hair is so thin that it doesn't even matter. My whole head flattens anyway. So,
I literally because I've been saying for weeks now I gotta go get a haircut. I literally texted my barber today. The man's not even going to be back in the barbershop until September 7th. So I still got to wait.
Once you die, man. Oh, man. I used to hate that, man. I'm like, yo, you going to hook me up? Now I'm pretty busy right now. You should have hit me up early. I'm like, damn, bro, come on.
Right?
Man.
I'm like, yo, why you got so many customers, bro?
Yeah, yo, my barber has a line out the door sometimes while other barbers are just sitting there. I mean,
I low-key be feelings for other barbers. I'm like, damn, you guys just don't cut hair good enough, I guess.
Right. It was like, I'm with him. Oh, yeah, okay. And he sits back down.
They always call me, bro. And one time I actually took pity on one of them. I was like, this dude literally has no customers. I'm gonna go get it. Worst decision of my life.
Yes,
dude, completely messed up my haircut, bro.
I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give him a shot. I'm like, my barber's like, I just told him, hey, bro, I'm not betraying you or anything. I'm just gonna go because I gotta go. I don't have time,
bro. Yeah.
I gotta go. I can't wait. You got like 4 guys ahead of me. Can't do it. So I'm gonna just go to this guy. I said, man, cut me up, do my eyebrows, freaking screwed up my eyebrows, freaking screwed up my fade, man, cut my hair too short. I'm like, yo, the hell is this?
That's the thing that I hated most about it. I don't even get a complicated haircut. I just get a brush back with a fade. This dude literally basically gave me a skin cut, bro. You could see my scalp. I was like, why is your hand so heavy? Why is your hand so heavy, man? I'm just trying to, goddamn, I should have waited the extra 40 minutes because that's what it would have been and waited for my barber.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. I love my barber. He cut me a little too short than usual, but I was like, yeah, it's all right, bro. I'll try it out. It's fine. But
Ligma says KB, the type of guy to tell the barber he wants dreads with the hair he has now.
I got that GTA style. I'm like, yo, bro, hook me up. Get me up. He's like, I got you, bro. I come out with dreads.
Oh my god. If I ever see you wearing dreads, I'm never talking to you again, bro. But if you guys want to see a real funny haircut, early KB Jersey Shore, bro.
Oh god, yeah. You guys, some of you guys actually go to my early videos and comment because those are my only comments on those.
Yeah.
So Gman409 says, I have a feeling we're gonna surprise some people this year. Fight for that 7th seed. We talked about this earlier. We touched on this earlier with Good Morning Football saying that the Giants have a chance. By the way, I forgot to mention that they also said another reason why the Giants could make the playoff.
Was it because of the 7th seed?
Because of the 7th seed. But my counter to that, and I have to play devil's advocate just to be, as logical as possible. We're in the NFC. The NFC is so tough. You think about all the teams. Listen, there's a possibility, and I'm just throwing it out there. There's a possibility the whole NFC West makes the playoffs. Okay. I like the Cardinals. I don't like them that much, but if everything goes right for the Cardinals.
Oh, and by the way, KP, I don't mean to cut you off, but I basically got like 5 more minutes.
Okay, no problem, man. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get off too. I'm starving. But
this man's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I ate, but I need to eat more. But
it's not even sushi night.
Yeah, it's every Friday night, man. Every Friday night sushi night. You know what I'm saying? But but yeah, I kind of touched up on it earlier. You know, the NFC is just so hard to play. If we were in the AFC, I would say yes. Because yes, you have the Chiefs, you got the Ravens, but it's very top heavy. The rest, they're kind of just thrown out there everywhere. You got the Raiders, you got the Broncos, you got all these other teams. I'm not really big on the AFC. As far as the bottom teams go, is making the playoffs. The AFC South is not as good as people think it is. The NFC is tough. The NFC West is tough. The NFC South is going to be tough this year. The NFC North is always tough. You know, the Vikings and the Packers and the NFC East is the NFC least this year, of course. But somebody has to come out of the NFC, and I don't think we're going to win a division. So
yeah, I mean, it comes back to what we were saying earlier. If the Giants do somehow make it into the playoffs or at the second in NFC East, it's going to be because we took advantage of the NFC being really bad this year, which kind of talks a little bit to Joshua's comment. I agree with some of you, but I disagree with the most part. He says Giants aren't surprising anyone because we have a lack of talent anywhere. I agree with the Giants aren't surprising anyone because it's still going to be very tough to surprise people. I don't think we have a lack of talent everywhere, but we do have a lack of talent in some places. He says it's about time we stop being so conservative and go get some bigger names. This is where I disagree. It would make sense for you to say it's about time if we've actually had cap space to not be conservative. So that right there doesn't make sense. The about time part. Second, we should still be conservative because you don't want to repeat a 2016. Next year is when you could go wild, right?
Yes.
But the main problem I had with his comment was the time thing. It's not like we ever had cap space to go wild the past 3 years.
Right. I kind of agree with you there. I don't think we should go out next year. I think we should go out the year after that because next year we're going to be competitive. I want us to.
I'm telling you, bro. Next year, Super Bowl 56, Giants are going to win that. I'm telling you.
I hope so.
I've been saying I'm going to speak it into existence, bro.
It all depends on this year. If the Giants legit go 7-9, 8-8, and we just need a couple more pieces, go all out. Go win a Super Bowl and go fight for it.
Where do you think our defense and offense is going to rank this year? We have this question every week, but it's legitimately like it does fluctuate every week.
I'm gonna say for the offensively, I think pretty consistent on this part. Offensively, I think we're gonna get close to top 10, if not get to top 10. I just think Jason Garrett's scheme is just so perfect for what this team wants to do. And it's perfect for Saquon. It's perfect for Daniel Jones. It's perfect for Evan Ingram. It's perfect for Darius Slayton. Like he just fits. It fits. Very reminiscent of like Kevin Gilbride's scheme back in the day with the Giants. And defensively, it's tough, man. I'm gonna say like
this is where the fluctuation comes in.
Yes, I'm gonna say as much as I want to say like top close to 15 between 15 and 20. I'm actually gonna say like 20 like 18 to like 22. That's what I'll say. Like 18 to 22. I can't go 15 to 20. I'll say like 18 to 22.
For me, I've been in that 18 to 22 with defense. I'm going to say 15 to 20 now. I might be overreacting, but I really like the fact that they are addressing the problems that are there right now. Listen, we can't address pass rush as much as we would like to. We have so many guys back there. Right now, it's more of a quantity over quality type of situation, but it's the hand that they were dealt with. It's not exactly like there's people out there that could have gotten. I disagree with anybody that says we should have traded for Yannick. That makes no sense. You would have to pay him after this year anyway. Right. And he's not worth the money that he's demanding. He's demanding. People fail to realize this man is demanding Aaron Donald, Khalil Mack type money. He's not that, right? So it's like that's why I have faith in them. And with the offense, yeah, it's weird because I started off the year saying we're going to be a top 10 offense, but I've been slowly dwindling because my confidence in how the offensive line is going to perform in the first half of the season is slowly dwindling. Which is, I'm not contradicting myself. I've been saying, listen, guys, we're going to get better as the year goes on. But because we're going to struggle in basically the first half, I don't think the offense is going to be top 10 anymore. We're probably going to be top 16.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. Listen, this team is so young and inexperienced. Anything can happen. So anybody's prediction, I can't disagree on it.
I like Nerding Out's prediction right there. He says offense 12th, defense 22nd.
I actually really love that one. Really love that one.
By the way, shout out to everybody that left. My bad for interrupting. Like, I know Bradley says he had to go. Edward Chan had to dip. And there was one other person, MMKG Studios. So thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. We're about to get off this now. We got 41 people in the chat. You guys are awesome. Make sure you guys
y'all better hit that like button, bro.
Hit that like button. It's one of our best streams so far this year.
Let me refresh, bro. We gotta check how many likes. We got 25 likes before
25 likes, guys. I thought you guys loved us. I thought you guys.
Where's the math, bro?
Come on.
25.
Quick maths. Come on,
somehow,
guys.
KB, we have one dislike. The haters be hating, bro.
Who did we talk about badly in this?
Nobody. I mean,
no. What players? What NFL player? Who did we?
I don't know. You made fun of the guy we traded for a little bit, but that was about it. You called him Eli Apple.
We were clowning on Darius Slay. Maybe it was him. I don't know.
Oh yeah, Darius Slay's out here hating, bro.
Darius Slay. Yeah, he's gonna get killed by Darius Slay-Ton. All right. So,
the Slayer.
The Slayer. But any final thoughts before we wrap this up, man?
I mean, thank you all for tuning in. Oh, yo, I got new merch. I know I literally just got merch a month ago, but I added a new shirt. If can I share screen for the new shirt? Because I literally listen. I know you're gonna get it right away, so I expect a lot of people in the chat to get it right away. So let me share screen.
Nick Gates or something?
Nick Gates? No, not that.
Let's see.
Let me know when you could add it.
Yeah.
Do you guys see those 3 words?
Let me put it full screen. There you go.
I
love that. Oh, I freaking love that.
You got various color choices, bro. As usual, you got the color choices and whatnot. For some reason,
I love that. That's what they were chanting when he did the website.
Bro, I'm telling you, the white sweatshirt is the best one by far. The white hoodie looks amazing, bro.
Oh, I got a freaking idea.
The white hoodie looks amazing, bro.
Merch. I got a freaking idea for merch. I gotta upgrade my merch, but I'll talk to you about it after the stream. If you could say real quick after.
Yeah, no. The thing is I can stay, like, we could chat as usual. I just have to not be live so that they could. My family could be out here.
You gotta provide for the family.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Make sure you guys cop the Hubs merch. Listen, this dude's doing big things. You guys need to go subscribe to him. The link is in the description below if you guys haven't already. This is one of my main guys right here, man. We do this podcast every single week. We alternate channels. Next week we'll be on his channel, as I thought it was gonna be on his channel today. It was 10 minutes until we started. I'm like, wait, it's on my channel? Oh
yeah. This man was waiting for the link, and I was waiting for the link, so I'm like, what is going on?
Yvette says, no, what are projected stats for the starters on offense? Yvette, how about this? I will make
that's way too much to do right now. Yeah, and also I already made a video for that, by the way.
Right,
so check that out.
Go check that out, guys. I will make a video. Listen, there's a bunch of stuff I want to make before the season starts, guys. So make sure you guys leave your suggestions. Yvette, I will definitely keep that noted. So don't worry about that. I'm definitely going to do that.
Facts.
Calvin,
Yvette,
I'm impressed. Kid Blue acknowledge
Boise State.
I'm a Boise State fan, Calvin. Are you a Boise State? He's a Boise State. That's cool. All right. All right, guys.
I mean, that's about This was actually probably the best stream we've had all off season. Like it was just fun.
Probably, man. This is awesome. Fun. We never had a dull moment, man.
Yeah,
a dull moment. But all right, guys. So
thank all y'all for tuning in. Man. It's amazing.
Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys are awesome. Everybody that donated, you guys are awesome. PTA. Who else donated? PTA. I'm escaping my mind. Whoever else donated. But thank you guys so much for joining in. You guys are awesome. Make sure you guys hit that like button before you go. Make sure you guys subscribe to the Hub down below. And we will see you guys in the next stream.
Peace.
See you guys later.